أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعين به ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله المتوحد في الجلال بكمال الجمال تعظيما وتكبيرا، المتفرد بتصريف الأحوال على التفصيل والإجمال تقديرا وتدبيرا، المتعالي بعظمته ومجده الذي نزل الفرقان على عبده ليكون للعالمين نذيرا. وأشهد أن محمدًا عبد الله ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وحبيبه، بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة فكشف الله به الغمة. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أيها الإخوة المسلمون، الدعاء شأنه في الإسلام عظيم ونفعه عميم ومكانته عالية رفيعة. الدعاء هو العبادة لأنه فيه تحقيق العبودية لله رب العالمين. أثنى الله عز وجل على أنبيائه ورسله فقال: إنهم كانوا يسارعون في الخيرات ويدعوننا رغبا ورهبا وكانوا لنا خاشعين. الدعاء علامة على تحقيق الإيمان وتمكنه في القلب، لأن الداعي يدعو الله عز وجل فهو يوقن أن الله موجود، هو يوقن أن الله يسمع ويقدر ويفعل ما يريد. لأجل ذلك اتجه إلى الله عز وجل. الله سبحانه وتعالى هو المتفضل والمنعم على عباده. الله سبحانه وتعالى هو الذي يكشف الضر وهو الذي يفرج الهم، ولا يفرج الهم إلا الله. وإن يمسسك الله بضر فلا كاشف له إلا هو، وإن يردك بخير فهو على كل شيء قدير. وقال تعالى: وقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم. إن الدعاء قل عند كثير من المسلمين، لجأوا إلى الأسباب المادية وإلى غيرها وتركوا من لا يغلق بابه، تركوا من لا يغلق بابه، تركوا من لا يرد خائبا. إن الله تعالى حيي كريم يستحيي أن يرفع العبد يديه إلى السماء ثم يردهما صفرا خائبتين. فالجأوا إلى الله عباد الله وأكثروا من الدعاء، فإنه لا يرد القضاء إلا الدعاء، فإنه لا يرد القضاء إلا الدعاء. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, man has been created for a noble and great purpose. In fact, it is the greatest, it is the most noble and dignified goal that can exist, and that is that he may worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without associating any partners with him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Almighty, says in the Quran: وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. I have only created jinn and mankind to worship me. The greatest and the most noble form of worship is dua. Dua is a plea from the very heart of a believer directed towards his Lord, the hearer of all things, the knower of all secrets. It is a confession that emanates from the heart of a believer that is weak, helpless, cannot achieve anything in life without the help and aid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Dua is an implicit affirmation of every name and attribute that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has. It affirms that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the sustainer. It affirms that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator. It affirms that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the controller of all affairs. The concept of dua, the concept of dua that contains complete submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, perfect recognition of his right to be worshipped. It also consigns man to his proper status. A poor created being has no control of any matter by himself without the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is a confirmation and attestation from the worshipper that he is in need of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at every instant. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is is free of all needs. It shows that man cannot live without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And his need for his Lord is more than his need for food and drink, because it is his Lord, the one that he provides him with all things. It is a noble and a spiritual act of worship. It allows the created to appreciate the majesty and eminence of the Creator. In dua, the worshipper turns to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the times of his need. After all other types of aid have been cut off, after all other sources have been despaired, he turns to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to obtain from him contentment, to obtain from him peace. It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who removes the illness and he removes the evil. He subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَقَالَ رَبُّكُمُ ادْعُونِي أَسْتَجِبْ لَكُمْ. Your Lord has said, call upon me, I will answer you. He said it in the Quran, ادْعُونِي, call on me, I will answer you. I will respond to your supplication. Indeed, those who are too arrogant to worship me will enter the hellfire with humiliation. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَسْتَكْبِرُونَ عَنْ عِبَادَتِي سَيَدْخُلُونَ جَهَنَّمَ دَاخِرِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أَمَّنْ يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ. Is not he who responds to the distressed one? Is not he who responds to the distressed one and removes the evil and makes you inhabitants of this earth? And he also subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَإِلَهٌ مَعَ اللَّهِ. Is there any God besides Allah? أَإِلَهٌ مَعَ اللَّهِ. When the people of Mecca tried to discredit the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam at the time of Hajj, and they sent to him sallallahu alayhi wa sallam different leaders to talk to him, to try to convince him sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to give up what he's calling to. And one of the leaders who was known for his intelligence, was known for his wisdom, was Al-Husayn. Al-Husayn is the father of Umran ibn Husayn, one of the great Sahaba. He was an outsider, not from Mecca. So the people of Mecca approached him and he said, if you can go and talk to Muhammad to give up his message. They tried to convince him. So Al-Husayn took a group of people or members of his tribe and entered upon the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And he said, Ya Muhammad, without saying salam or anything, Ya Muhammad, what is this? It has reached us that you speak about our gods and you are cursing them. Indeed, your father was a great and wise man. He was upon the religion of his forefathers. So the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam looked at Al-Husayn and he said, Ya Husayn, how many gods do you worship? How many gods do you worship? He said, 7 on earth and 1 in the heavens. He said, I worship 7 gods on earth, idols, and 1 in the heavens. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فإذا مسك الضر فمن تدعو. He said, when you are afflicted with harm, whom do you invoke? When you are in hardships, whom do you invoke? Whom do you turn to? He said, I invoke the one that is in the heavens. He said, فَإِذَا ضَاعَ الْمَاءُ فَمَنْ تَدْعُو. When your wealth is wiped out, whom do you invoke? He said, I invoke the one that is in the heavens. Then he sallallahu alayhi wa wasallam looked at him and he said, وَيَسْتَجِيبُ لَكَ? Does he answer your dua? He said, yes, indeed. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم يستجيب لك وتشرك معه غيره. He said he answers your dua and you make them partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then he صلى الله عليه وسلم recited this verse, أَمَّنْ يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ وَيَجْعَلُكُمْ خُلَفَاءَ الْأَرْضِ أَإِلَهٌ مَعَ اللَّهِ أَإِلَهٌ مَعَ اللَّهِ قَلِيلًا مَا تَذَكَّرُونَ. Is not he who responds to the distressed one when he calls upon him, removes his evil? Is there any God besides Allah? Then Umran bin Husayn said, what do you want me to do? He said, submit. Then how do I submit? Then he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam asked him to make a dua. He said, say, oh Allah, make my affairs good and increase me in knowledge that benefits you. Al-Husayn did not stand up from that meeting before embracing Islam. And then when he embraced Islam, his son was sitting in the room. Umran ibn Husayn, he stood up and then he kissed his head, feet and hand, and he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam began to cry. He sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, I looked at Al-Husayn when he entered as a disbeliever. His son neither stood up for him or turned even in his direction. And when he embraced Islam, Umran fulfilled his father's right to a feeling of firmness, and mercy entered me because of that. So dua is the worship. Dua is the ibadah. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الدعاء هو العبادة. الدعاء is the only act of worship that repels the predestination. Dua is the only act of worship that repels or stops al-qadar, repels the predestination. It is possible that a certain misfortune has been decreed for a person, and because of the sincerity and the quality of his dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will repel it away from him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will stop it. It is highly recommended that Muslims should seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from future calamities and misfortune that might befall them. يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يغني حذر عن قدر. لا يغني حذر عن قدر. Caution will not be of any benefit whatsoever against the predestination. No matter what you do, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed for you will reach you. But he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, but the dua benefits. ولكن الدعاء ينفع ما نزل ومما لم ينزل وإن البلاء لينزل فيتصارع معه الدعاء فيعتلجان يتصارعان إلى يوم القيامة. He sallallahu alayhi wa sallam caution will not be of any benefit whatsoever against the predestination, but dua benefits in matters that have occurred and also that are yet to occur. And he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, dua meets with a calamity is coming, and dua meets it and it fights it until the day of judgment. Until the day of judgment. It depends on the quality and the sincerity of your dua. So nothing repels the predestination except the dua. And it is possible, there are three possibilities with dua, with regards to dua and predestination of divine. It is possible that the dua is stronger than the qada of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And listen to this carefully. It is possible that the dua is stronger than the qada of Allah Azza wa Jal. And it repels it permanently, completely. Or it is possible that your dua is weaker than what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed for you. So what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed for you will come, but the dua softens it a little bit. The dua softens it a little bit. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed for you that you will get involved in a car accident this morning, and you made dua, or you prayed the Fajr in Jama'ah, and you made dua after Salat al-Fajr, but the dua was not that much powerful, was not that much strong. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed for you will come, but the dua will soften it, will reduce some of its harm. So instead of you, for example, getting injured, maybe the car will be completely gone, but you will come out of your car in a good health. And this is if the dua is weaker than the qada of Allah Azza wa Jal. And it is possible that both of them, the dua and the qadar, are of equal strength. The qada and the qadar are at the same level. And what happened in this case, both of them continue to fight each other until the day of judgment. So the dua does not ascend, and the qada of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not descend. Both of them meet. One is going up, one is coming down. They meet together and they fight. So both of them prevent each other from acting. Look, subhanallah. So nothing, the respected brothers and sisters in Islam, repels the predestination except the dua. So it is possible that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed something for you, but also Allah has decreed that your dua will prevent what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed for you. This is very powerful. We should not underestimate the power of dua. Dua is ibadah. Dua shows that you are in need of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We never in a situation in which we are not in need of Allah Azza wa Jal. We are not in need of Allah's guidance and support. We are in need of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in everything. In everything, at every instant. We cannot live without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are the days of dua. These are the days of dua. And Hassan al-Basri rahimahullah saw a man, a poor man, going back and forth to one of the palaces or the castles of one of the kings. And every time he goes, he comes back in a state of humiliation. And Hassan al-Basri noticed this for a few days. And he said, Subhanallah, تركت من يفتح بابه ويظهر غناه وتركت باب من يغلق بابه ويخفي غناه. He said, you left the one that his door are always open 24/7, and he calls you to call upon him, and you knock on the door of the one who closes his door in your face, and he hides his richness from you. So turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. However, the respected brothers and sisters in Islam, for the dua to be accepted, there are certain manners and etiquettes that must be fulfilled when you make dua to Allah Azza wa Jalla. It's not just to, oh Allah, forgive me, or raising your hands. And one of the most important conditions of the dua, when you supplicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make the dua while you are certain of a response. While you are certain of a response. ادعوا الله وأنتم موقنون بالإجابة فإن الله لا يستجيب دعاء من قلب غافل الله. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not accept the dua from a heart that is heedless and inattentive. So you must be certain that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will answer your dua. You should not have any doubt whatsoever about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You should not have any doubt. There should be no wavering or doubt in one's heart while making dua to Allah Azza wa Jalla. So when you supplicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do it with certainty that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is able to remove the illness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is able to remove the hardships. So make sure that the heart is conscious of what it is saying, and make sure that you are attentive. The heart should be attentive while making dua. When you make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you must know that you will be granted one of three things. You must know that. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يستجاب لأحدكم ما لم يدعو بإثم أو بقطيعة رحم. No Muslim supplicates a supplication that does not contain a sin or cutting off of relations. So you are not making dua. There is no sins in your dua. So there is no sins in your dua. And then accept that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you one of three things. And you must know this. إِمَّا أَن تُعَجَّلَ لَهُ دَعْوَةً. One of them, it is possible that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala immediately will give you what you asked for. So you will be granted your request in this life. And this one of the three. The other one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may restore something for you in the hereafter. That da'wah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will serve it for you in the hereafter. And the third, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may turn away from you an equivalent amount of evil. You will not get this, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will prevent the same amount of evil that about to fall about you, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala turned it away from you. So when you make dua, you must understand that one of these three things will be given to you insha'Allah ta'ala. When you make dua to Allah Azza wa Jal, do not become hasty. And this is the biggest problem that Muslims are facing. Do not become hasty. Do not say, I have been praying day and night, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not answer my dua. And sometimes you give up. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم فيستحسر ويدع الدعاء, and he gives up and stop supplicating to Allah Azza wa Jal. Do not become hasty. Hasty meaning you say, I have made dua, but my request was not granted. And this is one of the prevents of the dua from being answered. So when you make dua to Allah Azza wa Jal, be patient. Do not show any impatience whatsoever when you make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam one day was sitting in the shade of the Kaaba, and the Muslims were persecuted at the hands of the disbelievers, and they said, Ya Rasulullah, ala tastansiru lana? Why don't you make dua for us? And he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gave them an example of a man in the past. They used to dig a hole for him, and they used to comb him with an iron comb until his flesh is completely taken away from his bone. And he never left his religion, but you are too much in a hurry. وَلَكِنَّكُمْ قَوْمٌ تَسْتَعْجِلُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a reason for everything. Maybe what you asked for is not good for you. You need to understand it. Not everything you want is good for you. You might be asking for something, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, out of His mercy, did not give it to you, because knowing that the thing will not benefit you in any way whatsoever. He's Al-Hakim, He's Al-Hakim, He's Al-Alim, all-knowing, all-wise. He's all-knowing, all-wise. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه. A few days left in the month of Ramadan. It's a great ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And for sure Ramadan will come back. But the question is, are we coming back? Ramadan will come back until Judgment Day. But the question is, are you going to witness this month for one more year or not? Are you going to be here next year or not? So take advantage, my respected brothers and sisters, of its blessings and benefits. These are blessed days. Wallahi, will never come back. Will never come back. Turn it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask Him, وَآتَاكُمْ مِنْ كُلِّ مَا سَأَلْتُمُوهُ. He gave you from everything you asked for. If you try to number the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon you, you will not be able to count them. وَآتَاكُمْ مِنْ كُلِّ مَا سَأَلْتُمُوهُ. These are the days of du'as. These are the days of tawbah. These are the days of repentance. Laylatul Qadr is in one of these days. So take advantage of its blessings. Tub ila Allah azza wa jalla. Return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with sincere repentance. Tubu ila Allah tawbatan nasuh. Akthir ad-du'a. Try your best to be awake in the last part of the night. Try your best to be awake for some time before Fajr. Do not miss it. This is the time where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descends to the lowest heaven every single night when the last third of the night remains, and He calls upon His servants. Can you imagine this? Someone is calling you, come ask me, I will give you what you want. So do not miss it. Wake up, attend the Salat al-Fajr in Jama'ah. Come for Salat al-Tahajjud. Come for Isha and stay until Fajr. Do not miss these blessings, dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam. If you have a sick person in your family, this is the time that you make dua for them. If you are in poverty, this is the time you make dua. This is the time you make dua for the Muslim Ummah. This is the time you make dua for Burma. This is the time you make dua for Syria. This is the time you make dua for Palestine, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India. This is the time to include all the Muslims in your dua. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to relieve their hardships. Allahumma ameen. Jazakumullahu khayran wa barakallahu feekum. Ramadan is the month of giving, the month of charity. And today, inshallah ta'ala, is the fundraising for Islamic Society of Delaware. The fundraising will start after Salat al-Jum'ah and will continue after Salat al-Isha. Donate generously, inshallah ta'ala. Donate generously, bi'idhnillah. This is the best place that you can give money for. So the masjid is in need of your help. And we request each and every one, brothers and sisters, أن تكثروا من التبرعات. تكثروا من التبرعات وما نقص مال من صدقة. So request all of you to step out without giving something for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among those who will witness Ramadan for so many years. Allahumma ameen. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among those who receive forgiveness from Allah Azza wa Jalla during the month of Ramadan. We ask Him subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our siyam, our qiyam, our prayer. We ask Him subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant complete shifa and speedy recovery to every sick person. Allahumma ameen. We ask Him subhanahu wa ta'ala to have mercy upon our fathers, our mothers, our brothers, our sisters. And we ask Him subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant to all of us Jannatul Firdaus. Allahumma ameen. وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا